Today's episode is all about what's trending and what's hot. Let's go.
No be Tegan be that. You no suppose dey start show. Wetin you do here? Make I waka near am first. Na Tegan o. Tegan, dancer. Na here you dey. See time. No be Tegan be that. Na. My eye no dey deceive me. Na Tegan. So na here you dey. See time. And show go soon start. Come go start show. Tegan, no dey hear word. My friend, see time. Show go soon start. Wait for me. Just wait for me. Just wait for me. Go and start that show now before I hold you. Tegan, see time. See time. Show go soon start.
Whoa! Let's get the show started, but first, let's dance. Let's go!
Now we there, if you ready for fun, make you come here. Cause all night we ready to turn up. You know the matter no go turn up.
Welcome to another episode of Tegan. Today's show is all about the hottest and most trending topics right now. Let's talk about reality TV. In the world of Big Brother Nigeria, BBN is over. The Shine Your Eye cast season 6 is on to bigger and better things. Now, the breakout stars, who will they be? Something tells me White Money is one of them. Of course, he won the show, so you think he was going to be a breakout star. Now, people are saying that, oh, he didn't do anything special in the house, he just cooked food. Also, my best guess and best bet is on Lekki. You know, she has a huge social media following. She dances, she hustles. She's really that girl to watch out for. The other castmates, I believe, will do greater and better things. Something in my mind tells me that Tegan might be up to something scandalous, but I don't think so. I think she's learned her lesson. Now, Angel, on the other hand, who knows how angelic she will be. But I want to hear from our audience members who they think is the breakout star of BBN. Let's go straight into the audience.
Thank you very much. I'm Marvelous by name. I'm from Kogi State. And if you follow the show properly, you will see that White Money that have won the show has everything it takes to definitely do well as time goes on. The fans he has, the vote he had, everything. It's a lot to tell you that White Money will definitely do well. Thank you very much.
Okay, good point. Who else do we think will be the breakout star? Let's hear from the audience again.
My name is Olamide. I'm going for Pere because he's bold, he has the personalities, and I feel brands are going to sign him because of that. He's bold, he has the charisma, he's outspoken, and he's the kind of guy I like.
All the best to BBN Shine Your Eye cast. I really hope you all will be shining your eye out there. Gulder Ultimate Search, it's back on after being gone for a long, long time. It's our version of Survivor. The contestants do crazy tasks. They are out in the wilderness and they have to really survive. So for those of you that love Gulder Ultimate Search, this is the show that you want to be watching. And I think also the anticipation for Gulder Ultimate Search is going to be intense since it's back on, and then we just don't know what kind of stunts these cast members will be pulling. There's this trend now going on about pregnancy and how much it has changed the lives of women. You know, our mothers have done a lot for us. They birth us, they take care of us, and the fact that a human being can be in another human being for 9 months and then come to this world is just fascinating. Do you see how, like, some of our sisters, you know, our wives, even neighbors are talking about how much pregnancy has changed them? So you see the before and the after. A lot of celebrities are jumping on this trend. It's so nice to see that, you know, the human body can take so much, but also God is really, really powerful in all that he does. So for all those expecting, for all those that have kids, I really hope that, you know, this continues the conversation. But also let's talk about ways to really have more happier moms, and ways to also have things like postpartum depression really be tackled, and ways to also just have better conditions in which mothers can give birth in, because that's equally as important, so that we can have safe deliveries, but also safe mothers and children. Now, the war between Baba and Brymo is really, really getting heated. This seems like it's never going to end. Baba is suing Brymo for 1 billion naira. Now, where in the world does Brymo have that money? I'm sorry, but where in the world does he have that money? 1 billion naira. That's a lot. Now, you know, there are two chill and two calm individuals. It seems like Baba is messy according to Brymo, and Baba is like, no, Brymo, you will not get away with this at all. So I wonder where the truth will be, and I wonder where these two will actually find a way to make peace. It's so sad to see like legends, because they are both legends, fight, and I think it's also weird that they are fighting now. Baba has not gotten a break at all. From Annie to this, there's a lot going on. So hopefully, mutual friends, you can work your magic and they can both find a way to settle things down. We'll continue the conversation. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Now with us to continue the conversation is AK Ridwan. He is an entertainment pundit, but also a social media pundit. Mr. Ridwan, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So now, award season is upon us. We have the headers, and we also have the Grammys coming up.
Yeah.
What can we expect this year? What are your predictions?
I think this year's Eddies and Grammys, especially the Eddies, is going to be very interesting and competitive. Because a lot of artists have tried the A-list, and even the upcoming artists dropped amazing project this year, from Wizkid, Ira Star, Ruga. You know, it's very, very interesting and very competitive. I think you should be looking out for Wizkid because of Made in Lagos. As of today, it has already like had 1 billion streams over on all platforms, which is it's great numbers. And Ira Star's album is incredible, very incredible. So I think you should be looking out for Wizkid, Ira Star, and Ruga.
I have my money on Ira Star. She is the one to watch. When I hear her songs, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I know, right?
She makes it seem like whatever Don Jazzy was doing before was just leading up to like
Exactly.
her. I'm like, whoa, she has talent. It's insane.
Yeah, I know, right? She's amazing. She's really amazing.
And I know a lot of you all like to compare her to Thames. Stop doing it. She is not Thames. They are two different people.
Exactly.
Now, with the Grammys, do we think that Wizkid will snag another award or multiple awards this year?
Definitely, because if it doesn't, we are going to Grammy to go and burn the artist, you know. Made in Lagos, it's a very nice body of work, to be honest. It's amazing. So, and I think if you follow his concerts, A-list artists showed up in his concerts, from Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, Ciara. So it just shows how much his music has traveled all over the world. So I think it would be unfair if he doesn't win a Grammy this year, to be honest.
You know what's crazy? He's been around for so long, but now it's like this is his moment and it's his time.
Wizkid is I don't know how to put it. His own grace is different.
It's different.
I think that's why he calls himself Starboy. Because I think 2017 he already predicted this album. He said this album is it. It's going to be different. So I don't know. This is just it.
Let me ask a member of the audience to see what they have to say about Wizkid and this potential Grammy that we are predicting.
My name is Kayode, and why I feel is definitely going to get 1 or 2 awards from the Grammys 2022 is because of like checking the album Made in Lagos itself is still banging, and it's almost a year now, relating to other albums that dropped probably the same or before it dropped is, and checking one of the songs on the album, which is Essence, remixed with Justin Bieber, and it featured Thames on it. Definitely going to collect either Album of the World or Best R&B with the song Essence. Thanks.
on to a strange but serious story now. Paternity tests. They're becoming quite popular in Nigeria. People will father a child for 10 years, 15 years, and then they will ask these questions about whether or not they are the biological parent of that child. Isn't that strange after all these years?
Yeah, it is. But, it's not as if for a man to decide that he wants to do a paternity test for his child, he must have noticed some sort of changes from his partner. Sometimes it's always peer pressure.
Nedu, for example.
Exactly. So, as a man, you go out with your friends to chill, probably after work. So, conversation that comes up, when a man tells you his own story, that I found out my wife had been cheating all this while, and the child is not my own. As a man, you go back and you start thinking. Any little changes you see from your wife, it should trigger you. You won't even think, may I something else. You start feeling, what's going on? Could she be doing the same thing? So, it triggers some men to go into paternity test. I think that's like the two things that leads to men doing it. Lack of trust, peer pressure, and other things.
Now, our audience is fairly young, but I'm curious to know what we have to say about this. Let's ask someone who's like much more older than some of our audience members to see what he has to say.
Well, if after 10 years, and I've been able to, bring up this child, and I now find out that the child is not mine, for the fact that I've been able to do that for 10 years, he calls me daddy every day, that means I've taken part in his or her life. But eventually, after taking it and I got to know, doesn't really mean that I will deny the child. My grasp should be to the mother that have, told me that he or she is my child. Because some people do go for, they go adopting children. That is not their biological child. So, life goes on.
Mr. Ridwan, before you go, we all love movies. Exactly. Now, Netflix and all the blockbuster films that are coming out, what can we expect? Or what is actually trending right now?
The number one movie that is trending right now is definitely Squid Game.
Still, it's crazy.
It's very crazy.
I'm here to watch it, actually.
You should. I argued about it with some of my colleagues. It's amazing, man.
I saw on social media that someone was like, if you watch Squid Game, you have serial killer tendencies. I'm like, is that for real?
I think the movie is, a story just based on giving people second chance.
Oh.
Exactly. Because I think in the movie,
everyone
is going through some kind of financial
situation. Huh. Interesting.
So they introduce the game to you and tell you, if you win,
X, Y, Z, X, yeah.
So, as a Niger boy, if they tell me that kind of thing, I could go. so just that. But when you go, you will know that they'll kill you.
Oh, did we spoil the movie for them or no? I don't think we did, but oops, sorry. Okay, Nigerian films.
Yeah.
What are your two top movies we should be on the lookout for?
One is Charge and Bill.
It's already out now.
It's out now. Yeah, I feel it's going to be really interesting.
Why?
It's about a first class lawyer, like upper class. Someone like that is expected to work, in like a big firm.
Yeah.
But she was transferred to a Charge and Bill law firm.
Oh.
So it's going to be really
like
funny.
A twist.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's going to be funny, man. And the actors and actresses in the movie are like funny people. Femi Adebayo, Crazy Clown, Chigel, and the likes. So it's really going to be an interesting movie.
What else can we expect out there?
Christmas in Miami. Yeah.
Christmas in Miami.
It's a Ayomako movie.
It's crazy because didn't he do 30 Days in Miami or something like that, or Trip to Jamaica, something like that.
Jamaica,
he's always doing these foreign, This is like one of those kind of movies.
Yeah. It's not only, it doesn't only comprise of Nigerian artists,
Oh.
There are British and Indian, even Indian actors in the movie with likes of Mufeda Mijo and Osita Yeme, that's Popo.
Whoa.
So it's going to be an interesting movie, definitely.
Wow. Well, Mr. Ridwan, don't be a stranger here. We'll be right back.
YouTube channel, The Tegan Show, and follow us on our social media platforms or visit our website for more details.
Welcome back. So, there are so many stories out there, and I want to get creative right now and give you 3 of my favorite stories in under 5 minutes. Timer set. Let's go. Once upon a time, there was somebody looking for somebody's son by the name of Tiwa Savage. This past week, she's had an entire crazy week. Now, there's this infamous tape going around of Tiwa Savage, let's just say, doing things that she wouldn't be proud of behind closed doors. And she has admitted that that is actually her in the video. Now, some of you are saying that Tiwa Savage is not the one. Some of you are like, Tiwa Savage, you are bigger than this, you are better than this. My thing is, I feel bad for her because I know that she isn't somebody to put herself in a compromising situation. But needless to say, there's a new song out there and Tiwa Savage needs to have her name out there so that you all can tune in and enjoy the song. So yes, 50-50, maybe she planned it all out, maybe she was set up. But my main thing is Tiwa Savage. Why would you be in that situation whereby you have somebody who you trust record you? But also, is this an entire publicity stunt? It's crazy because I don't want to say somebody's son has finally found Tiwa Savage, but it seems like someone's son has finally found her. Tiwa Savage, hang in there, Tiwa Savage, keep on pressing, and also be careful who you trust because not everybody seems to have your back. I think I'm on that 2 minutes, so I'll go on to the next story. Now, we all love our accents, whether it is Katrina, Bobrisky, and now it seems like Mercy AK has her own accent going on. Have you seen this video, this crazy video of her asking for afang soup and pepper soup as well? Watch this video.
You have to have your afang soup. She was like, no, I want the pepper soup. I'm like, nah, you don't do that. That's not how we roll in this Lagos.
Okay, so now she's trying to say she needs to have the afang soup. You know, we don't do that here. It's like, what are you even saying? Like, Mercy AK, like, can we have subtitles, please? Because it's weird, this whole accent. Just speak the way you are. Don't try to form and don't try to give us this entire foreign appeal. Plus, people are also saying that reality TV stars are now confirming why we need to have subtitles in our reality TV shows. But make sure you catch Mercy on Mercy What Next. It airs on African Magic. And maybe you'll get your afang sum or your pepper sum, whatever that means, when you watch the reality TV show. Okay, back to serious matters now. It's been a whole year since the Lekki tollgate massacre. It's been an entire year. It seems like we are back to where things started. So many lives were lost at the tollgates, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the lives lost. Now, it's also becoming sort of like this easy thing to say, like, oh, when will things get better? But really, when will things get better in Nigeria? Can we have this moment of silence to just reflect back on the lives lost, but also the way forward when it comes to the fight for change? Moment of silence, please. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Tegan. We have a comedian you don't want to miss. Hey now, welcome back. So we've been talking about the hottest and the most trending topics out there. And we all know comedians, and they always have something to say about any single topic. With me today is Funny G. My G,
Yeah.
what's up?
I'm good. What's happening?
What's poppin'?
I'm alright, man.
Okay, the name Funny G.
Yeah.
Where did you get that name from?
Okay, so I've been a comedian. You have to be funny, so I'm funny. My first name is Godwin, so I just pick the G and put it together with funny, and we had it. Easy, right?
Very easy.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, there's so many wannabe comedians out there. Now you can get your phone, Instagram, TikTok, all that, and you're an overnight sensation / comedian. What's your take on that?
Well, I wouldn't call them comedians. Yeah, I wouldn't call all of them comedians. More like content creators. They create content. So the content you create might be funny content. So you create funny content. So they are more like content creators rather than just comedians.
Okay, and I know you have a lot of thoughtfulness that goes into what you create. I've seen your work and it's like, whoa, it's good. Now, how do you set yourself apart from the crowd? Because these days we have instant fame and it's like your brand has to be so unique. So what is your brand of comedy?
Well, it's definitely different. Like I will always say, everybody's unique in their own way. So I have my own unique brand, and it comes from my own thought process, from what I think, from my own perception of life, the way I see things, my own angles. So that's how I portray my own message, from the angle I see it. So whatever message you see from me, that's my own way of giving it out. That's the way I see things.
If someone gave you 20 million naira and said, you know what, I want you to dress up as a woman with big nyash and big, breasts, will you do that?
I would do it.
Oh, okay. Now, what's your take on people that just naturally do that, for comedy's sakes? Are you opposed? What's your perspective?
Well, I wouldn't oppose them.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it naturally, except there's 20 million.
Okay.
But then, I don't have anything against those people. If, like I said earlier, if that's their own way of wanting to pass their message, if that's the idea they have, their own perception of sending their own, script and all of that, well, it's fine. It's good for them, as far as it works for them.
When people see you on the street, they expect it to be always funny because it's like, that's funny G.
Yes, we get that a lot, and it's very tiring. It's very tiring. We get it a lot. It's just like seeing a banker on the street. He's a banker! Dash me money! You understand? It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
So earlier on, we were talking about a colleague of yours and his paternity situation. Now, you have one kid. God forbid you found out that kid was not your biological son, or daughter. What would that be? How would you feel?
Well, if you already know that the son is not mine, I wouldn't need to take a paternity test, right? That's if I already know.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll just get a piece of paper, pen, write down all I've spent on his head, and save it when he's much older. I'll just tell him, so my guy, now see the country hard, so when you raise one or two things, it's my account number.
Oh my God.
Send it back.
But you spent so much on your son, your alleged son, and you want your money back?
No, I mean, we're going to be friends. So
okay.
It's just like your friend that owe you money.
Okay.
Yes. That's a good be.
Just curious to know, how did you get started into comedy?
Well, I started up from a drama group in church. Of course, most creatives start in church. Shout out to the church. They give a lot of platform to people. I started off from a drama group in church, and I realized every role I was given, I was able to bring out humor, from it. So even if it was an emotional role where they thought, maybe my father died for the drama, the way I would cry, people would laugh me. So I just realized, you know what, I think this is it for me. So I started to build and develop myself.
Now you're here. Current projects you're working on, curious to know?
Yeah, lots of it. I just started up a YouTube series. I have not I haven't started posting, but we just rounded up. So it's titled The Pimp. So I'm sure you guys will want to check it out. So I was also going to have a show this year in November, but because of the situation in the country, the COVID-19 and all of that, so I usually would like to do something, because I've been doing it over time and it's been huge. So, rather than do it small, I'll skip a year and hopefully next year we can get it better.
Is The Pimp from personal experience in the past?
No, it's just a twist. It's just a twist of what happened. So we know, when I say pimp, what comes to your mind?
someone that's ruthless, and it's very, very rough.
Well, yeah, part of it. And then most of the people say, okay, when you say pimp, they're like a guy who pimps out ladies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is a lady who pimps me out. Yeah. So just that's all I'll say. Yeah, you should check it out on YouTube, on my YouTube channel.
I'll check it out. Before you go, if you had one magic formula to make everyone laugh, what would that formula be, and in what way would they laugh? So, for example, you can say, today I want the whole of Nigeria to laugh. What would that formula be on laughter?
Wow. The thing is, the country we are in might overshadow the formula. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, if this was, I'm not going to mention names of the countries,
Yeah.
but if this was another country,
Yeah.
if this was the Western world,
Yeah.
of course, I mean, it would be, but the country where I did, I'm not even sure that me that's making you laugh is laughing. So, I mean, a country where things can be so fake. A friend of mine, was going through depression recently. The guy said he won't go kill himself.
Wow.
Yes, true story. Guy went to a place to buy poison.
Wow.
He asked for poison. How much? They told him 15,200.
Wow.
For poison? You can't even kill yourself again. You understand?
It's crazy.
Poison. I remember back in the day, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Poison, I'm for poison, 20. In fact, you can even pick poison on the ground, kill yourself. You understand? But now, so you can't. So they made it in a way that we can't even escape. You understand? So they increased the money. The guy is still even wrong. Hustle the money, buy him 15K.
But he's alive though.
15.2. No, mind the story, not Russian.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So the guy buy the poison, go house, write long suicide notes. You understand? Drop notes, open the poison, drank all of it. You know what I'm saying? Now by 10 for night, night for evening, they do that kind of thing. Drink the poison, drop the notes, lie down, sleep so that you die. Peace come catch around 4 a.m. So the guy wake up, go peace. He don't remember the last thing when he do. So now when he did peace, because he wait to. I killed myself yesterday. I be spirit the peace. So the guy went back to check the poison. The poison was fake.
Don't be a stranger. Thank you so much for coming on our show. For more of Funny G, follow him on Instagram at funnyg_entertainment. We'll be right back.
Yes.
On the next Tegan, we have a performance by Afrobeat artist Martin Fields and the legendary Femi Deojaye. You don't want to miss it. Oh, trending topics, they never stop. Thank you so much, Funny G. I'll see you next time on Tegan Show!
Are you ready for? Ready for? Are you ready for? Now we there. If you ready for fun, make you come here. Cause all night we ready to turn up. You know the matter no go down. Now we there. You ready for fun, make you come here. Cause all night we ready to turn up. You know the matter no go down. Party necessary, and you go like my chemistry. Cause I got this energy. So wind up your waist and call on me. Cause we are ready tonight and we want to feel like